Does that
Yeah,
have a chance? Yeah.
Sorry.
Any objections, defense?
No, Your Honor.
All right, according to your plea bargain agreement, the state proceeded on account 2. Your punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 5 years. The state is opposed to your application for community supervision and deferred adjudication, and there's to be restitution, if any, to the complainant. State, do you have any witnesses?
No, Judge, just argument.
Defense, any witnesses?
Oh, just my client, Your Honor.
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Matthew Steven Martinez.
All right, you may proceed.
Mr. Martinez, can you explain briefly what happened in this case the day of the accident?
I was on my way home and a car crossed over multiple lanes to get on the highway, and I didn't see him. Just
before I question, can I just explain to the court what happened?
Oh, I've read the police report.
Okay.
So I've read the PSI report, but I'm here to listen whatever evidence you want to present to me. But I do need your client to speak up so I can hear him.
So, did you work that specific day?
Yeah.
What time did you get out?
I got off at 10 o'clock.
And then after that, where'd you go?
I had went to it for a drink.
Yeah, but did you go from 10 to the bar at 10 o'clock, or you went somewhere else?
No, I went home first.
And then what happened?
From there, I went out by myself.
All right, pause here. This is a huge legal moment. That cap of 5 years means no matter how bad this sentencing goes, the judge legally cannot exceed 5 years if there's a conviction. But notice what the state just said. They are opposing probation. That tells you right now, they want jail time, not grace. Question for you. If you're the defendant, are you already sweating at this point?
How many more or less beers did you think you had in that day?
About 2. I left early because I had work the next day.
Okay, and on your way home, you had an accident?
Yes, a car had pulled out in front of me, crossing over multiple lanes to get onto the highway. As I was getting onto the highway.
And how far from the bar do you live?
About 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, and is that the same route you take home all the time?
Yes, same route.
Okay. And when you're entering the expressway, the vehicle you hit, where was the vehicle at?
It was in front of me at a slow speed, and I didn't have time to react.
Was he in the inner lane, outer lane, or far left lane, or
It was on the
right lane?
On the on-ramp.
And then he cut across it into your path?
And I'm going to affect a meeting.
All right, that'll be sustained.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what happened after that when you're in front, entering the expressway?
No, I slammed on my brakes and had to stop.
Okay, you had an accident with this person. Okay, and was it intentional?
No, never intentional.
Did you have a chance to brake in time?
No, I was coming over out.
Okay, now let me ask you about your background. You were arrested in, I think it's 2016 for, what were you arrested for in 2016?
I think a small marijuana charge.
And you were a juvenile?
Yes, I was young.
And what happened to that case?
I went to juvie and police the next day.
Were you ever prosecuted?
No.
I was dismissed?
Guessing so, I've never.
Didn't know the results, never got called. Okay, and have you had any, other than this, have you ever had anything on your record?
No, this is the first.
Have you had any misdemeanors? The
No.
DWI got dismissed?
Yes, the DUI from the head.
Yeah, okay. And, you're asking the court for deferred adjudication?
Yes.
Okay, since this incident, how many times have you had any drinks?
And since the incident, I've been sober going on a year and a half.
Never had any?
This is where alarm bells start ringing. Anytime a defendant says just 2 beers, prosecutors immediately start doing mental math. Because later, science, data, and blood tests are about to enter the chat. Drop a comment. Do you think juries still believe the only 2 drinks line anymore?
Alcohol?
No, all I do is work now.
Okay, and, you're working for?
I work at Toyota. I'm a team lead.
How long have you been with Toyota?
Going on 3 years now. But
And you're asking this court for deferred adjudication in this case?
yes,
Do you think you can follow all the conditions set by the court?
yes, I
And
have.
you're willing to do them too?
Yes.
I don't know, as a witness, yeah.
All right, State.
So it's your testimony that on the date of the offense on June 2nd of 2024, you were traveling on 1604 heading from like the Alamo Ranch area towards Six Flags. Is that correct?
Alamo Ranch going south.
Going south?
Yes.
Okay. And so there's Bear County Sheriff's deputy that is in a marked patrol vehicle, correct? Or a motorcycle, correct?
It was a car. A Jeep.
It was like a patrol vehicle.
Yeah, it was a patrol vehicle.
Okay. And so this person, this deputy is at a stop sign, correct? And you're traveling towards the on-ramp to get onto the highway, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you should be aware that the police department obtained the airbag control module, which contains like the speed that you were traveling, whether you applied the brake, and all of that information. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Okay, because that was contained in the stipulated to evidence, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so when we look at that, you stated to your attorney that you slammed on your brake. Is that correct?
Yes, at least from what I remember.
Okay. But when we look at the airbag control module data, that says that you never applied your brakes. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I mean, it just happened so fast that I had no really time to react.
Okay. And let's talk about why it happened so fast and you didn't have time to react. That's because 5 seconds before the point of impact, you were traveling 74 miles per hour on the access road, correct?
Yes, to get onto the highway.
Okay. And the speed limit.
Here's the plot twist. The car's computer just contradicted the defendant's memory. That airbag control module doesn't lie. It records speed, braking, everything. This is why modern cases are brutal. Your vehicle becomes a silent witness against you. Do you think technology like this makes trials fairer or scarier?
In that area is around 45 miles per hour, correct?
Yes, but I was getting on the highway.
Okay. And so you're traveling 74 miles per hour and you had 2 alcoholic beverages, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And your blood alcohol concentration came back at 0.15, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And that's about doubling the legal limit. Do you understand that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And regarding your possession of marijuana case that was dismissed, did you receive any treatment for the substance abuse that you were engaging in back at that time?
No, I was very young.
Okay. And you're aware that when the officers made contact with you after you crashed into Deputy Suarez, they noted that you had a strong scent of alcohol coming from your mouth. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
And that you were slurring your speech. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay. And you admitted that you had been at the bar. What bar were you at?
I was at a bar called Dios.
Okay. That's in the UTSA area, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So you traveled from TSA area all the way down to Alamo Ranch under the influence of alcohol before you crashed into this deputy. Is that correct?
Yes, okay.
And then regarding your interactions, you stated that you consumed 2 to 3 Heineken beers. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. But you would agree with me that your blood alcohol concentration being at a 0.15 or higher, that is consistent with consuming more alcoholic beverages than just 2 or 3, correct?
Not sure.
You passed away.
I don't know the questions, yeah.
All right, I have one question. Any objections to the court asking
No,
the
yeah.
question? All right, if you drug tested today for any type of controlled substances or alcohol, what will the results be? And know that I will have you drug tested today.
Negative. I've been sober for the past year. I've been negative on all my pre-trial drug tests. I report monthly, and I take really every month.
All right, and do you have a sponsor?
I'm not sure.
Well, usually when you're doing sober support meetings, do you do sober support meetings, AA meetings?
I'm pre-trial right now. I'm on a Scram bracelet.
Mhm.
So I've been on the Scram bracelet for a year, so I've been sober for the past year and a couple months.
Okay. So why do you want to be on probation? Tell me about yourself. I'm trying to make a decision because the state is opposed to your application. I understand that people, nobody ever goes somewhere to drink, to get intoxicated and say, I'm going to hit someone.
And there it is. A 0.15 BAC, almost twice the legal limit. This single number just shattered the two B's narrative. From a legal standpoint, this turns negligence into recklessness. Emotionally, this is where the courtroom mood shifts. If you were the judge, does probation still feel reasonable right now?
Loved ones around me, encourage that I stay on that track. And I've seen a lot of growth in the past year that I've been sober, and I've gone through all my pre-trial interviews and did pass my DUIs. I do not do any drugs or drink alcohol anymore. And I just really would love to keep my job and, keep on the right track.
And do you have children?
No.
So do you live alone or live with someone?
I live with my mother.
Okay. Any other questions?
Not for us, Steve.
No questions, Your Honor, but this is his first incident, but we're asking the court for deferred, Your Honor. I think that if he's placed on deferred, you will not hear in any type of violation, and he's willing to follow all the conditions the court is setting on him, so we're asking for deferred, Your Honor.
State?
Based on the facts that were stipulated to and the testimony today, I mean, this defendant was consuming alcoholic beverages. He traveled from the UTSA area to Alamo Ranch with 0.15 BAC. He was speeding on top of being intoxicated, and then crashes into this Deer County Sheriff's deputy and sent him to the hospital. Now his injuries they didn't rise to the level of STI, but he still did have to go to the hospital that night. For those reasons, we're asking that he deny his application.
All right. I'm sorry. Let me ask you, and state you may be excused. Oh, before you excused, I didn't see anything about any type of restitution.
That's referred to that, and so probation, we can't receive any documentation of any restitution, so we're not requesting that.
All right, thank you. Excuse. All right, so here's the thing. I need you to be honest with me. So, before this incident happened, this crime happened, how often had you been drinking?
Um, I would a couple of days out throughout the week, just after work. That's usually when.
This is the judge speaking directly from experience. Judges see fatal versions of this exact case all the time, and that's what makes this moment chilling. This isn't just about punishment anymore, it's about what almost happened. Do you think courts should sentence based on outcomes, or the risk created?
And for you, I'm going to give you three choices. There are no other choices, just these three choices. One, I'll give you a conviction, place you on probation. Your underlying sentence will be 5 years because the state was asking for a cap of 5 years. What does that mean? That means you're going to have a felony conviction. That means if for some reason you are revoked, the most I can sentence you to will be 5 years. Your second option, I can give you deferred adjudication. For the deferred adjudication, I'll place you on probation for 6 years. What that means is this: if for some reason your probation were revoked, I could possibly sentence you up to 20 years in prison. Or I'll send you to prison today and I'll send you to prison for 2 years. Which do you prefer? Do you need to speak to your attorney?
I do the first.
All right, so you understand that with the deferred adjudication, if for some reason a motion to revoke were found, and if all things were presumed to be true or found true, then potentially you could go to prison for 20 years. You understand? All right. And then with a felony conviction, I would sentence you to an underlying of 5 years, which means if for some reason you were revoked, the most I could sentence you to 5 years. You understand? So knowing all of that, you're asking for the deferred adjudication? All right. This is what the court will do. Just one moment. Probation, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. So they only proceeded on count 2. The court is going to sentence him to 6 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 45 days, no employment.
This is one of the toughest choices a defendant can face. Option 1, a felony now, but capped exposure. Option 2, deferred adjudication. No conviction if you succeed, but a terrifying 20-year hammer if you fail. Option 3, prison today. This is high-stakes legal poker. Be honest, what would you choose?
As a home health care provider or with minors, 60 sober meetings in 60 days, there's to be a $2,000 fine that will be probated. There's to be no restitution. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. Are you driving?
Not at the moment.
All right. There's to be no driving unless the vehicle is equipped with ignition interlock. There's to be a continued scram. And with the continued scram, he's provide a letter stating no driving. Well, an affidavit of no driving and no access to any other vehicles. And there's to be supportive outpatient treatment with probation, 100 hours of community service restitution, DWI education course, victim impact panel live, 2-year license suspension, all right, they're supposed to be 10. They proceeded on the, not necessarily, let me see. I'm sorry, Ms. Abrams, not the 2-year license suspension because they didn't